Got you. Picture me rolling through the city. Burgundy tux with gold links, black Benz, rose gold minks. They say they love you, but they hate what they see. They blame their failures on me. They say they got you, but will watch you sink. They probably won't appreciate me till I'm dead. Laying on the boulevard with hollows in my head, but I'm still praying. No praying to God, my mama see our house. No more worrying about a rich man buying the projects out. Yo, dear summer, you know that I miss you because we've been together like broke niggas and thought juice. Collateral currency, crooked Jews. See Watts back on the scene, yeah, you heard the news. Cause I'm the topic of discussion, but these niggas is bluffing. So much to say behind the screen, in reality say nothing. But that's what you get on a ladder of success because you either get respect, slept on, fake love, or death.
Hey, Raw Art TV.
I like that.
Raw Art TV.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Mars Mercury here with Raw Art TV. Today I got a special guest with me. I always got special guests, but he gonna introduce himself and we're gonna get to know him and see what he's about.
C. Watts from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. You already know. But I spit, you know what I'm saying? I go every now and then off the top, stuff like that.
So how did you discover yourself as an artist?
Actually, what happened was I didn't even know I can rap. Like, I just used to recite lyrics like of other artists like Nas and stuff like that. And what happened was I just picked up the pen out of nowhere. I just like listened to one album one day. It was an album that I actually heard a couple times, like, you know, around the house because my brother, he's like, you know, we 20 years apart. So basically he used to play Nas, Jay-Z, Rakim, stuff like that. So like I would hear certain songs, you know, when I was younger, but I didn't really pay much attention to it until like I got older, and I'm just like, you know what? Like, let me pull this back out, let me pull that back out. So I actually purchased Nas Godson album, and I kept on listening to it, so I just started trying to learn how to write myself, and then that was around the time I hit high school. So there used to be like little freestyle ciphers and stuff like that, and I would just come at the lunch table and just spit something, and they would be like, oh, yo, yeah, that's actually hard. And then like somebody approached me and was like, yo, you should actually start trying to spit, you know. And this was before I was like Watts or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really have a name. I just was like, every year it was like, oh, that's Cordell, you know, he know how to rap or whatever. And then one of my boys actually was like, yo, you should take it serious. You should come to the studio that me and a couple other dudes got. So I pulled up to the studio. I didn't really get much done because I didn't even know what 16 bars was. I didn't know like what 25 bars was. I didn't know, like, you know, the setting and like the stanzas and stuff like that. I just knew I knew how to write. So I learned that, and then, you know, oddly enough, you know, eventually it was like, oh, you know, you should like call yourself like plot twist, because like basically I used to write a lot of essays, stuff like that, and I was good at like English language arts, you know, social studies and things of that nature. So like every now and then, like I would say big words, and they would be like, oh, you should just call yourself plot twist. And then at first I tried that, but then a lot of people was like, what's that? Like, you know what I'm saying? It sound dumb. Then I was called Black Magic, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was, yeah, that was weird. I didn't really like it, you know. And then somebody just was like, why don't you just call yourself Watts? And I was like,
simple.
I was like,
and
you know what?
You.
Yeah, that's actually better than, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like anything else, because like you own that name first and foremost, and then like, you know, once you get deeper inside of like the business side of like the music stuff and whatnot, it starts to like, you know, become more pivotal for you to own your masters, own your lyrics, copyrights, things of that nature and stuff like that. You know, I didn't know none of this. I started when I was like 14, 15, so I didn't know about none of this like until now, like dating back now, like, you know, 22-year-old me. Now I know.
Right.
But back then I didn't know nothing about this. You know, I just really had to kind of like do my homework, trial and error and stuff like that.
That's what it's about, though, really. So I know you mentioned Nas earlier. Would you say like he's like one of your musical influences growing up?
100%. You know, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I mean, it changes. My top 5 kind of changes a little bit, but every now and then, like, you know, I put like, you know, Jay-Z at 2, or I put like Jada Kiss at 3. It switches up depending on my mood, but no matter what, Nas is always number 1 to me.
So you recently released a song called Pedigree Joint. tell me about, like, what inspired that song? Because it's an interesting song. I fuck with it, but, like, just tell the people, like, what inspired that and the background knowledge of it.
That was actually just, like, jokes. Like, I ain't even really take that song serious at all, you know. I just, I wrote the hook, like, months ago. Like, I've been sitting on that song for a while. I would just, like, throw little, like, videos of it, you know. I wouldn't really drop it. I would just throw videos and be like, see if people liked it, like, yo, you fuck with this or whatever, and then people were like, oh, that's hard, this, that, and the third, yo, when you gonna drop that? And I'm just like, shit, I don't know, because that's not really my style that much, like, that's not really my train of thought, you know, that's not really what I do, but my son, OTG, which is Otto the GOAT, he actually, shout out to him, by the way, in Dead Lake and Gurf and all of that, but, you know what I'm saying, he was like, yo, you need more songs that, like, you could perform and get people jumping with, you know, because, like, a lot of my songs is just, like, really, like, I try to make people think and stuff like that, but that's not always, like, the good, like, you know, it's not always the scene for that, basically. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need a couple tracks that have people, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Have people dancing and stuff. Like, so, I'm starting to, like, you know, I've been doing this for a long time, but I'm starting to really learn the time and place for certain things, you know. I want to be able to go inside of a venue and it'll be like a certain, you know, demographic, and I just be like, all right, I got something for y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just be, you know, and just always just, you know, trying to make people like think all the time. You know, sometimes you just want to like dance.
Just dance and have fun.
That's me too. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when like I'm in a club or something, or like I'm at a function and something come on that's like hype. I'd be like, alright, yeah, I just want to jump around, or I'm going through something during that day, so I'm just like, you know what? Nah, I just want to dance right now. I just want to like, you know, get hype.
Get hype, yeah.
You know, so that's basically what I'm, you know, learning like at this point in my life, you know, in my career, to like, you know, balance it out. It always have to be like a balance, you know, when you do music.
Of course.
And stuff. You can't just.
So, what is like one of your goals with the music? Like, where do you know, like what's one of your goals with your music?
Right now, the goal is to just get further than I was last year and just keep on, like, you know, getting better. It's you know, it's always been a hobby and probably always will be a hobby, you know, and things of that nature. But I'm getting to the age now where I got to worry about, you know, I have to take care of other things, you know, and I got to worry about other responsibilities. It used to, like, just be fun. You know, and I used to just do it for fun, just, you know, go, you know, to different open mics, different venues and things of that nature. But now it's more so of, I have to, like, look at the business part of things, you know, because a lot of artists, they get these advances and stuff like that, and they you know, they blow the whole advance and they don't realize that that's not their money, you know. I want to be, you know, set up as far as, like, you know, I don't know if I'm assigned with anybody at any point, you know, like as far as the major, but like, I mean, I might, but it has to be like the right thing, you know, as far as contracts go, you know, you just gotta make sure, and I feel like all artists, you know, should, you know, do their homework.
Yeah, for sure. So do you think, I'm sorry, but do you think it's better to like sign with a label or to just go independent?
That's hard, but I'd probably say independent at the end of the day, or try to do some sort of like partnership where it's like they're not like completely taking all your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these deals is like 360 deals as to like ventures like outside of your music and your records and stuff like that you selling. They still get a percentage.
Yeah,
and, you know,
yeah, most likely.
As far as like, you know, independent, all of that stuff is going to you, and probably like as far as distribution and like, you know, the label itself probably gets like, I don't know, like 2%, sometimes 10%. It depends really, you know, like the way your contract is like, you know, constructed. But
so do you have any projects coming up?
Yeah, definitely.
Let people know what you got coming up.
I got my project Burn Bridges and Aggravation is coming out. I'm aiming for like the spring. I call it Burn Bridges and Aggravation because at this point in my life it's like, yeah, you know, the music stuff is fun, but it's hard sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Trying to like stand out. It's not hard, it's trying to stand out really, you know, because like, if you have your own train of thought, you know, you can always do that. But it's hard when you're trying to like tend to all demographics, and sometimes it gets aggravating, and then on top of that you got certain people that's supposed to be close to you but they don't really believe in you, you know, so sometimes like you got to get rid of that, you get rid of the negativity, get rid of certain people. And sometimes it hurts, you know what I'm saying, getting rid of certain people, but you have to do it for the best, what's best for you, basically.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just sit there and just, all right, this person is a good person. I love them. They're in my life, this, that, and the third. But if they're not supporting what you know what I'm saying, what you feel, then.
All right, cool. So tell the people, how do you feel like they can help support you?
I feel like support is free. A lot of, my music is on SoundCloud, which is free. My SoundCloud is Cordell Watts, Cordell. My Instagram, follow me on IG, CWatts86. I got Twitter, I got Facebook, all of that. It's all correlated in the same thing. It's all the same stuff. So I got the Apple Music. I'm on Apple Music now, Spotify, all of the major music platforms, Tidal, all of that. So it's not really hard to find me. And sometimes back then, when I only had SoundCloud and stuff, people would be like, oh, you should get an Apple Music because I would listen to your stuff all the time. So now
you got it.
So yeah, now I hit people with it. I be like, yo, there's no way you can avoid me now or avoid my music. If you really rock with me, because it's everywhere now. I have my music everywhere. You type me in, that's the first thing to come up. The SoundCloud, the Instagram, the Apple Music, all of that. So there's really no way you can get past me.
Right. Support is free.
Support is free.
Yeah, I heard it. Follow him, Cordell Watts. Check his music out. He got bars. Any last words?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yo, shout out to Raw TV. Yo, thank you for having me. Shout out to my son OTG, Out of the GOAT, Girth, my son Book Dollars, John Doe, my son TJ. If I'm forgetting anybody, yo, I'm sorry. Yo, matter of fact, yo, shout out to ORG. I love everybody. Word up.
Peace.
I gotta hit it morning, noon, and night. Skin tight dress, baby girl, that's a sight. Yeah, I gotta hit it morning, noon, and night. Skin tight dress, baby girl, that's a sight. She got that potion of a 5 on. The mother chicks is mad, they not touching her. They salty like some ions. Brown skin, 5'5", cognac princess. I only wanna fuck with you, sister, like some incest. Your friend nice, but I probably call Lloyd because she 5'2" and fine too. But at all about the likes of you. She tried to play, but I'm at her head like lace fronts.